Hi guys. Okay, I had promised in the first video on these side snips that I would do a couple, and of course time ran out and I didn't do a couple. I just did the one. I do want to show you in this video that I have added the little bit of bling to the center here, and I've added this little bit here, and I am calling this done. I love it. It doesn't have quite as much stitching, but I'm fine with that. I just love them to be all different. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside, and I am going to do a video on these as well, because these are also lots of fun, and some of you don't want to take the time and effort to make the more elaborate little side snips, which is fabulous. That's great. Okay, so let's get busy. All right, it's Saturday here. We have a rainy day, but that's pretty much kind of the way it is this time of year here. Like I know anything. I've only been here for a year. So I've been told. Okay. So I'm going to start out by adding some lace. Remember I said in the previous video, and I'll put the link there in case you didn't watch it. And if you didn't, well, hello, go watch it. I would love for you to do that and like and subscribe. Okay. So I'm going to add a layer of lace on top of my paper, and then I'm going to put some brown paper on top of that. This is a pretty heavy weight of the brown paper that I have here. It was just rolled up. I'm not sure where I got it, but it's definitely, you know, the grocery sacks used to have that heavy brown paper, and then they all went to more of a flimsy, and then they went to plastic, and now they're, you know, it's more recycled. Yeah. Anyway, so I have this thing about brown paper too. I love it. I have a couple of rolls of it. I have lots of paper sacks, and I've done several videos on journaling and different things that you can do with your brown paper bags. So you might look at my playlist if you're interested in doing, you know, some brown paper types of things. All right, we'll just kind of rip that off. Okay, now, do I want the lace on? I think I'll put, I don't know what I want to do. All right, let's layer it. Okay, so it's just a matter of looking to see what you might want to add. I have these little doohickeys, and do not ask me to spell doohickey because I cannot do it. I cannot. I love this paper right here. It's so perfect for this kind of a thing, to add some fun elements. It's, you know, kind of, it's thinnish. I mean, it's old paper, and so it doesn't have the staying power that a lot do right now. But for this kind of a project, it works great. Let's see, what about some, maybe just some like that. All right, why not? Why not? So I am going to go ahead here, and we'll glue each layer. Now, keeping in mind that if you don't have a sewing machine and you're not going to stitch, then you will definitely want to make sure that you're using, I would use more than a stick glue. Then I would use something like a art glitter glue or fabric tack, or just a heavier body glue but still dries clear to tack your papers and your laces and whatnot down. So then I decide which side, and I like the other side because it has the beginnings of definitions, the words, and so it's a little darker, and I like that. So I'm just lining these up. As you can see, there's no like magic, aha, what did she do there? It's just really very simple. And then I've got this. Now, for this, because of the nature of it, I'm going to switch and use my art glitter glue because it has a fine tip. And I want just a thin bead to go down the center. And I will lay my little ribbon on there, stretch it out. If I were using, normally I would iron this ribbon down because it's got folds in it for having been, folded for a while. But because I'm stretching it out this way and I'm going to zigzag down the center of it, then I'm not going to worry about doing that. So I will quickly, I'm not even going to turn the video off. You'll hear me zigzagging. Now you could straight stitch, zigzag, whatever it is, put a different decorative stitch on it if you would like. So we're just coming over to the sewing machine, and I have a variegated tan to brown thread in my machine. All right. And that, my dears, dears as in plural, D-E-A-R, my friends, my dears, there you go. I mean, is that just fun and simple? So depending upon, let's do another one. Okay. Just so you know and understand that this is just really, really fun. All right. Let's do it a little bit differently this time. And you can see I have some scraps. I have torn this fabric, and you can see that it was cut not on the straight of grain, and so it variegates from small to larger. Okay, let's go right in about here-ish, and we will put that back in my pile, and whoa, boy, do I have a mess on my desk right now. I do clean up my workspace. I promise I do, but I didn't from my video yesterday to you, which is in the process of, I've got it, switching it to an MP4, converting it, so then I can publish it this afternoon. So you will likely see both of these videos, be able to view them both today. But I was supposed to, last night, do the MP4 thing, and when I got home from our kids, I just plain forgot. So I didn't do it. So that's the first thing on my list to do today. Let's just have a crinkle session here. La la. All right, okay. Enough of that. I am going to use some of this bag. What I'm doing, or what I'm trying to do, you guys, is to show you a variety of different materials that you can use to create fun little side snips. And this can even, you know, extend out over. And because it's clear, or moderately clear, this particular glassine bag, I crumpled up. And when you crumple it small like I did, then you have all these wrinkly bits and bobs there, spaces. But look, is that cool? I like it. I like it, she said. All right, and the glue stick, like I said in my last video, it is getting low. How low can you go? Okay. And what do I want next? We could do, I have some piano bits. I could put a little something there. That's too much. The same color, perhaps. I could rip this, which, okay. You talked me into it. See, you guys? I'm telling you, you're just making me do all kinds of these things. Alrighty. Let's give that a tear. We'll add that. We'll do the stick glue. There again, I am just lining it up. And now that, if I want to do this one, I think what I'm going to want to do is bring it over just a little bit, okay? And even more to the point, I could go ahead and rip this, but traditionally when I get small, and this is not like a really high quality cotton fabric. I picked it up in a thrift store, and I love the little cherries, but it's not, it will likely not tear properly, and I'll end up with more of a mess. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll put this down, and then I'm going to add another little bit or lace or something else on top here. So let's do that. And like I've said before, it's just a matter of just kind of playing. But I want to have some of this show. And I like the fact that this is sort of bunching up and it's, you know, a little bit more grungy. And now I want something for right here. So let's see what we could do. I could do that. I could, let's get another trim. Trying to think of where I bought this. It was on sale. I like to buy things on, ooh. Okay, here we go. Yes, I heard you guys. Fabulous. All right, so I'm going to take this to my sewing machine again. And this time I'm just going to straight stitch. I'm increasing my stitch to a 2.6 instead of a 2.2, which is my normal setting for stitching fabrics. But because I'm obviously stitching more than just fabrics. And I trimmed it with leaving just a little bit of the edges too. Is that cool? Look! This is nice. I like it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so there's 2 we've created. Let's do another one. Maybe just one more. I apologize for those of you that don't like pink. I'm really sorry. I love pink. I love it. I love pink. And I just, you know, what can I say? I'm a sucker for pink. Alrighty. Here is a bit and bob that I have cut off from another project. And of course, we love the numbers there, so we don't want to lose those. But we like it a little messy, so we want to, and let's just rip that off about right here. Is that good? Okay, liking that. So now I just want to, well, I guess we'll rip off that one number. Oh, I'm sorry, 37. Oh, to be 37 again. Wow. I don't know, though. I don't think I'd want to go back. Would any of you want to go back? If you're older, would you really want to go through all those hard years again? Although some of our years, you know, in retirement aren't all that jolly ho 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 either. Life is just full of wonderful experiences to grow, to love each other, to repent, to share, and to strive to be a good person. You know, just try to be a good person and treat each other with respect. Okay, I think what I'm going to do on this one is keep this more neutral. Now, with all of this said, I could bring in, you know, and I could do this. Well, okay, then let's just do it. You guys are a bad influence on me. You're making me do all these different things. This just shows you a good variety of what, you know, how you can spice up something. And so we'll go ahead and give this is still going to be more neutral, but by doing the edges like we're doing here, we make it so that it stands out. See the difference? Stands out a little bit more on the layer on the bottom there. Now I want a fabric, so to keep it neutral, I mean, I could just do that, just the 3 layers, and that would be enough. That would be really pretty. But I say, why do less when you can do more? Why simplify when you can complicate the obvious? Oh my goodness. I could tell you stories. Oh my word. Let's see. This is pretty. And these are samples that I got of some fabrics, you know, for drapery, that kind of thing. I think that's what I'm going for, is to cut a bit of that. And some of these, on these draperies, you guys, I honestly don't know. It's hard for me to be able to tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side of the fabric. So I'm not, I'm going to assume. Of course, you know, that could be not so good as well. All right. But before we do that, and that's looking actually pretty boring. That's looking pretty sad right there. Let's see, what if we pull out this, another opportunity to use up some of this fabulous lace that I bought several years ago. And I do try to use it a lot as well. Okay, so let's go. We could try it that way, and then we could do it this way. Or we could do the lace as the background, just showing, and then showing this ledger page, and then doing this little guy. Okay, I like that better. Each layer shows through nicely on that. And I did say I was going to stick with neutral, didn't I? Oh man, that's too bad. I was going to add some more pink on there. Okay. All right. Well, then we'll just add a little more bling. All right. I'm going to give this one little line of glue right there. And actually, you know, since I've got this out, and since I need to get a new glue stick hooked up, I'm going to go ahead and use this to put each layer down, not spending much time at all on it, and not very much, as you can see, just a little bit. Lay it down, and then we'll just do one little bead up the center there and try to find my right side. Some of these laces, it's really hard to see, you know, which is the right side and the wrong side. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a zigzag on this one, just to show something a little bit different. And then we will be done. All right. Isn't that pretty? Trim off my threads. See how nice? I love that. Okay, so this is what we have done this morning real quickly. And this is how, I mean, they're just so much fun and they're so simple. Make a bunch. Do the simple ones and also do the more elaborate ones as well. Just have fun with these side snips, guys. Woo-hoo! All right. Till next time, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye now.